Hello! Today is Census Day in Australia. Are you ready? This video shows information about the census in easy English. The information was taken from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. The Australian Bureau of Statistics, or ABS, is Australia's official government group that collects and counts facts and numbers about the country. It tells us how many people live in Australia, how the economy is doing, and other important details. Do you have something like this in your country? Please see the ABS Census website or call the Census Contact Center for official advice. The number is 1-800-181-227. There is information about the census available in many community languages. But the census form will only be in English, just like the citizenship test. So, what is the census? Every 5 years, the ABS counts every person and household in Australia. This is called the Australian census. The census asks questions about many things, including your age, country of birth, cultural background, living situation, work, and education. What is the information from the census used for? Information from the census helps planning for healthcare, transport, schools, and infrastructure like roadways and bridges. It's also used to help plan local services for individuals, families, and communities. When is the census? The census is on Tuesday, the 11th of August, 2026. That's today. You'll need to complete a census form wherever you are staying tonight. Who must participate? Everyone in Australia on census night must be included on the census form. This includes all Australian citizens, as well as Australian visa holders, international visitors, and international students. You must include everyone staying in your household on census night, including visitors and babies. What happens if I don't complete the census? Just like voting in Australia, participating in the census is compulsory. If you do not fill it out, the ABS will first contact you to remind you. If you keep ignoring the survey, you can receive a formal legal notice requiring you to finish it. If someone refuses to complete the census, they can be prosecuted and fined up to $364 a day. How do I access the census? Last week, you should have received a letter with instructions for completing your census online. If you haven't received your census letter, you can get a census number and complete the census online. Some households will get a paper form. Once completed, return it using the reply paid envelope provided. How do I complete the census? The census is divided up into 3 parts: address, people, and dwelling. The first part is about where you live. Another word for the place you live is dwelling. You'll be asked to enter and confirm your full address, and to check the boxes of the people who will be spending census night at your address. You'll also be asked to tick boxes for any members of your household who are away on census night. The next part will ask a lot of personal questions. Remember, you can read about why these questions are asked on the census website. The second part of the census is about the people in your home. You'll be asked to list the names of all the people who live at your address. Then there will be some questions like date of birth, gender, marital status, citizenship and place of birth, and arrival time in Australia. There will be questions about where your parents came from, the languages you speak at home, and the nationalities of past generations of your family. The personal information you provide on your census form is protected by law and isn't shared with anyone else, including migration agents, police, or other government agencies such as the Department of Home Affairs, the Australian Tax Office, and Centrelink. The information you provide in the census is confidential. During processing, names and addresses are unlinked and moved away from other personal answers like income, age, or occupation. Your information will be kept secure, and the ABS will not share or release information about you, your family, or your household in a way that is likely to identify you or them. There is an optional question about religion. Then questions about any disabilities or health conditions you may have, sexual orientation, current and past education. The census will also ask about your total income per week. Remember to use your gross income. That is how much money you earn before taxes, superannuation, etc. are taken off. You'll be asked about any work you do and even how you get to work. The census asks about unpaid work too, like housework, gardening, taking care of children, and helping family or friends who need extra care. Remember to answer all the questions about personal details, cultural background, personal characteristics, education, income, and work for each person present in your dwelling on census night. The third part of the census is about your home or dwelling. You don't have to answer this part separately for each person, thank goodness. This part asks about things like how many cars are at your address, how many bedrooms, whether you rent, pay a mortgage, or own the property, and how much is paid for the rent or mortgage. The last thing to do, once you've checked that all details are correct, is to check the box that confirms that the answers you have provided are true. Then submit your census. I hope this video has helped you to better understand what to expect when completing your Australian census. Remember to ask for support if you need it by calling the Census Contact Center and using the translating and interpreting service. I'd love to hear how you went with the census. Feel free to share your thoughts on the experience in the comments below. That's all for now. Bye!